Hello guys, welcome back to Selenium training. So guys, in the previous session we have seen that how to highlight a particular element in Selenium using JavaScript executor, and we saw that this particular topic you can refer this video, this particular video once again, that how exactly JavaScript executor we are using for highlighting a particular element. Now there are different other ways, different other features are available in JavaScript executor that you can perform some interesting things, and you can use in your framework also while designing any either it is data driven or keyword driven or whatever kind of framework. Okay, for any kind of framework it will be applicable. Okay, this is a very good utility that you can use, and some very good advantages you can take from JavaScript executors. Okay, so now the next thing, in the previous thing we have seen that how to highlight a particular element. So this is thing that we have covered, that how to highlight. Now I'm going to cover that by using this flash object we were highlighting. Now I'm going to cover that. Let's see in manual testing what we do. In manual testing, let's see if there is a bug. I'll show you some example. Let's see if, let's see, there is a bug. Let's see login button is not available, or some problem with the login button, and what you want that, okay, you want to take the screenshot. In manual testing, what we do, in manual testing we did the same thing, that if there is any bug, we take the screenshot and we mark it with the circle or something. There's a square bracket, there's a square thing, and then square border, and then we say that, okay, this is a bug with this particular element or maybe this particular section. Okay, and then what we do, then we take the screenshot and we send it to the developers. Okay, but how to do the same thing in Selenium? Okay, that thing can be done by using Selenium JavaScript executor. Okay, if login problem is there or whatever, let's see, this free CRM image there is a problem, so you can take this screenshot. First you can create the border, then take the screenshot and then do it. Right, so let's do it, that how to create a border. Okay, so for that what we do, just a minute. Okay, for that we need to write a different method. So let's write a method that your method name is, I'm gonna write public. Let me maximize it. Public, this will be my static method so that I can access directly. Public static void, let's see, my method name is DrawBorder. Okay, and in this particular DrawBorder, what exactly I'm going to pass, which element? So I'm going to pass one element. Okay, either it is login button or link or whatever, and your WebDriver instance. Let's see, my WebDriver instance is WebDriver driver, like this. So my method name is DrawBorder, and I'll create JavaScript executor class object like this, and I'll cast into my driver into JavaScript executor. So this is a standard line I'll write over here. Then we have a method that again js.execute script. So your execute script. So what will be my script? Now see, my script will be which element? Argument 0. So this is, I'll write argument number 0. Okay, and dot, what we have to write, style dot border, style dot. Okay, so for background color we use dot background. Okay, for border we use style dot border. Okay, style dot border is equal to, what is the style of border? So I want 3 pixel like this. See guys, 3 pixel, this thing you have to remember, solid red. Okay, this thing I want. And what is your element? This is my element. Okay, this is my element. So simple, I need to pass argument 0 dot style dot border is equal to 3 pixels solid red. If you put green, the border will be in green color. If you put red, the border will be in red color. That's it. So let's call this method DrawBorder, and okay, DrawBorder, and then what is my element? My element is login button, and this is my, okay, so this is for draw a border, and let's write. Okay, so it's launching the browser. Fine. And then okay, so first time login button is getting highlighted 100 times, as we have already seen, and then see, it's creating a border like this. Perfect, right? Now you can take the screenshot. Let's see, there is a bug in the application. So whenever any exception is coming, or element not found exception, or maybe some other exceptions are coming in that particular section, so you can call this particular method, that DrawBorder method, and then pass the element. It will create automatically, it will create the border, and then you can call your screenshot method, and then you can send it to the developers, and automatically once the results are done, and then you can see, okay, these are the screenshot with these borders. Okay, generally what we do, we just open the browser if any exception is there, and then we take the screenshot, but we don't know where exactly the exception, where exactly the problem, okay, in this particular screenshot. But now it's very good utility that you just create the border of that particular element, so at least you will get some idea, okay, this particular element is having some problem. Okay, so like that you can create the border. Okay, and generally we use the red border for bugs. Okay, so you can use red border for bugs, and then after that we can take the screenshot. So as we know that we have already covered the take a screenshot utility. So how to do that screenshot? So let me write that code, and then we will take the screenshot also. Okay, I have that class. Okay, so simple, this is the code to take the screenshot. So we will call this method, we will write this logic here, and then once once you draw the border, and then we will take the screenshot, right? And just add throws declaration, because it will give you some IO exception if file is not available. And let's see, my file name is whatever, element.png file. Okay, so first it will create the border, and then we will see element.png is getting generated with the border. Okay, so let's run it again. So Chrome is launched, and then and once it will create the border, then you can see it's done, and then it's take. Okay, screenshot is done, and let's see, let's refresh your code, refresh your project, and one element.png file is done. Once you open this element.png file, you can see, okay, it is taking the screenshot with the border. Now you can take, so you can see that element.png file is there. You can, okay, so let's see, you have 100 screenshots you have taken, and then number of problems are there, so immediately you will get to know that, okay, this particular test case is getting failed because of this screenshot, and in this screenshot this is a problem, right? So this is I really like this utility. This is amazing utility you can use. Okay, draw the border and then take a screenshot, right? Okay, fine. Next thing is that we will cover one more thing is there, that sometime what happens that, okay, let's see, you are executing your script, and you are giving a demo or something like that to the management or to your manager, and sometimes you want that, okay, you want to highlight the element, and then if any bug is there, you want to create a border also, okay, around that particular element. But after that you want to display on the UI during the execution that yes, there is a bug, this is a bug, and you want to display in the form of alert, okay, that there is a bug. Okay, so how to do that? So at the runtime also you can generate some JavaScript alert if any bugs are there, or any important information you want to highlight, then you can do that. So let's create another method, public void, let's see, generate alert. Okay, generate alert, and again I'll pass what is my WebDriver instance and what exactly the message you want to pass. So let's see, my one variable is string message. I want to generate okay, an alert. And same thing, JavaScript executor like this, and then we have a method js dot execute script. And for alert, what we have to do, guys, for alert we have to write like this. Okay, we don't need to pass two arguments, we just need to pass only one argument for alert. And we have one alert method in JavaScript. See, in JavaScript you have to be very careful in terms of syntax. Okay, and then what is a message? This is my message. So this is a message we have to pass. So how exactly we have to pass? We have to append with the string. So first we have to write like this, and then plus plus, and then message. So we have to concatenate with the string like this. Okay, and this will be my method alert. And what is your message you want to pass? Just pass that particular message, so it will generate one alert. So simple alert method is there in JavaScript. Okay, so you have to pass this. So let's call this method. So once the border is created and then screenshot is done, okay, so what I'm gonna do that generate alert. So we have one method generate, what is the method name? Generate alert method is there. Okay, generate alert. Oh, that's okay. We have to make it static so that we can use it directly without creating the object. So generate alert. This is my driver. What is the message? Okay, let's see. My message is this is a there is an issue with login button on login page, something like this. This particular message I want to show on my alert with OK button. Okay, so let's run it. What I'll do, I don't want to highlight 100 times, just keep it 10 only. Okay, so let's run it now. See it carefully. It's launching my Google Chrome, and then first it will, okay, taking the border, and see if there is a problem with login button, then we are simply calling one alert message generation method that there is an issue with login button on login page with OK button, right? So you can generate some alerts also at the runtime. If in your application there are no alerts, but you want to generate some alert at the runtime, okay, your custom defined or user defined alerts you want to generate alert is a method you can do that. Okay, with this thing, simple alert. And whatever the message you will pass, okay, this is a message I want to pass, so this message will be given to this particular message will be given to this message. So message string we are passing over here. Simple. Okay, and then you have to write the code for alert handling. Remember that how to handle alert pop-ups. So you have to create the you have to switch on that particular alert, driver.switch to .alert, and then alert.accept and alert.dismiss method you have to use, okay, to cancel the alert, right? So this is a method. Okay, another thing you can use that one more thing that other things we can use that if you want to click on a particular element, okay, by using JavaScript. So there are different ways. Like one way is that if you want to click on an element, okay, if you want to click on button or maybe some link, then we have driver.find element buyer.xpath or buyer.id.click method. But if you want to use it by JavaScript executor, okay, how to do that? So let's see. I'll create one method again, one static public static void, one generic method. Let's see, my method name is click element by JavaScript. Okay, and again I'll pass what is my web element, on which web element, sorry, web element. Okay, and where is your, what is your web driver? My web driver is this. Okay, these two arguments I'll pass. And again the same thing, JavaScript executor casting I'll be using. And then with JS dot same method execute script. And what is your string value? So what exactly we have to do? Same thing, arguments. Okay, argument 0. Why I'm using 0? Because there is only one element, so I'll pass argument 0, first element. Okay, argument 0. Simply you have to use dot click. Okay, and put like this. Make sure there is no spelling mistake, guys. Click, and you have to put colon. Okay, and then what is on which element? On this particular element. Okay, simple. So click element by JavaScript method is there. Simple, we are using js.execute script argument 0 dot click. Okay, so let's see sometime what happens that, okay, especially on Google Chrome, some XPath or issues are available, or the correct XPath is there, but still we are not able to click on that element, or let's see element is not properly visible on the DOM. Okay, or on the HTML code, on the HTML page source, in that let's say element is not fully loaded properly, and XPath is also fine, but because of some issue maybe page could not be loaded properly. In that case, driver.findElement by.xpath.click will not work, right? So sometimes we are getting a stale element exception, or maybe some element not found exception, something like that. In that case, we can use JavaScript executor to click on that particular element, because JavaScript executor will hit the JavaScript library inside the HTML code directly. Okay, so this is again very powerful thing. So click okay, element by JS method we will call. So I'm commenting this alert because unnecessary it will generate the alert. This method, generate alert method, I'm commenting. So simple this method. And what is your element? Let's see, I want to click on login, right? So I want to click on, or maybe I want to click on, yeah, let's see, login. So I have login button element, login button element is there, and this is my driver. Simple. So it will click on that particular login. Okay, so what I'm doing here, unnecessary it will log in, it will come inside the okay, it will come inside the home page. So I'll pass my wrong username, wrong password, like this. Okay, so I'm clicking on simple login button, click element by JS, and this method will be called. Right, very simple. You can create your JavaScript library and just call from your test ng classes or from your test classes this method. Just pass the element and driver. That's it. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so it's launching Chrome, and then it will enter username password, and then login is getting clicked. Okay, although we are passing wrong username, wrong password, but it clicked, right? So it will work. Okay, this is what, click on any element by using JavaScript executor. Okay, it can be any element, it can be button, it can be checkbox, it can be link, images, whatever. Okay, so JavaScript executor, they will ask you at a time of interview that how will you click on a particular button. So first, a standard method is simple dot click method, driver.findElement by.xpath and dot click, and by using JavaScript executor also we can do that like this. Okay, so this is, we are clicking on, this is how we are clicking on a particular button or particular element, right? Now another thing is that sometimes we have to refresh the browser. Okay, so for refreshing the browser also, okay, we can check, although we have one direct standard method that in Selenium. Okay, so how to refresh the browser by using Selenium directly? We have driver dot manage dot window dot driver dot, just a minute, manage dot, it's available in navigation, driver dot navigate dot refresh method is there. Okay, this is how we refresh the page, okay, by using driver.navigate.refresh by using Selenium. This is for, this is, so how will you refresh the page? Refresh the page. So this is the first method, that by using Selenium. Second way is by using JavaScript, okay, executor. So how to do that? For that we will create a separate method, public static void, simple, I'll write refresh browser by JS, okay. And what I'll pass, simple, I'll pass my WebDriver instance over here because I need this. And then again the same code, and then we have a method js dot execute script, and then what to do. Okay, so what simple script we have to pass, what we have to write, guys, history dot go, and we have to pass, sorry, history.go, and we have to pass 0. That's it. Only one argument we have to pass. That's it. So what exactly it will do on that particular browser? The first history is there. Okay, go 0. 0 means the first history, and then it will refresh the browser automatically, and we will just call this method. Okay, so we will just call this method, and it will pass the driver. Okay, so this will also refresh the browser, and again browser will be refreshed. It means 2 times browser will be refreshed. So let's run it. Now see it carefully. So first time it is coming, login border, and okay, browser got refreshed, and by using JavaScript executor also, okay, it got refreshed, right? So the program is over. 2 times. It was so fast that we couldn't observe, but it got refreshed 2 times. So refresh browser also we can do that by using history dot this thing, history.go. Okay, so although generally we don't use this thing, refresh browser by JavaScript, we have directly this method, navigate.refresh method. Okay, so this is the refreshing of the page by using JavaScript. Another thing is that how to get the page title. Okay, if you want to get the page title, public static, quickly I'll write public static void get title by JS method. Okay, and get title by JS, so simple, I'll write, I'll pass my WebDriver instance, WebDriver driver, and same thing, JavaScript executor, and what I'll do, JS dot execute script. And what we have to do to get the title, okay, see guys, to get the title, what we have to do, we have to use double quotes, we have to use, we want to return some string. Return what? Return document dot title. Okay, return document dot title and semicolon. And okay, and what we have to do, and we don't need to pass any other argument, and we have to convert this into toString. Okay, so this exactly it will do, return document dot title colon and dot toString. Be careful with the syntax, guys, and I'll store in some string title like this, and I'll return this title. Okay, and obviously like this, and instead of void I have to write string because this method is returning one title and title is string. Okay, so I'll call this method simple get the title of the page, get the title of the page by JS. So simple, I call this method, and this is my driver I'll call. So get title by JS will return one string, so I'll print it, system dot out dot println. Simple, I'll print this. Okay, so let's run it. So what exactly it will do, it will go to get title by JS and return document dot title. Okay, let me check, there is no spelling mistake, return document dot title colon, and yeah, Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so it's launching Google Chrome. Okay, and once the program, it's refreshing the browser, again refreshing the browser second time, and see, this is the title is coming. Okay, although we have one direct method, driver.getTitle method in Selenium, but this is again for knowledge point of view. They might ask you at a time of interview that how will you get the title, okay, by using Selenium as well as JavaScript. So it will, so if they are asking question like this, how will you get the title of the page, and then give the answer like this, either by using driver.getTitle method and by using JavaScript also. Okay, we can use JavaScriptExecutor. So that will be a smart answer. It shows your knowledge that there are certain ways, there are two ways of getting the title of the page. Okay, so this is amazing, we can do that at a time of interview. Okay, two answers we can give. Apart from that, very some small thing that quickly I'll cover. Get page title we have covered, and one more thing is there, that is get page inner text. Okay, the inner text of the page. So inner text of the page means, let's see, whatever you can see on the page, I want to get the text, the entire text of that particular page. So we don't have any method in Selenium. We have get page source. Okay, get driver.get page source. So driver.get page source will give you the page source, the HTML page source of that page. But if you want to capture the text, the entire text of that particular page, then we can use, we don't have any such method in Selenium. So we have to create one separate method, a custom method, okay, and in which we will be using JavaScript executor. So what to do? Simple public void, quickly I'll write. So this method will return a string. Okay, public void string get page, let's see, inner text method, right? And I'll be passing simple WebDriver driver. Okay, my WebDriver instance, and same thing, JavaScript executor, and by using js.execute script. So what will be my js.execute script? Now see careful that it should return, simple I'll write, return what, return document dot, okay, document element. See, you cannot remember all these things, but make sure that you should know what is a property, and the property name is inner text. No need to remember, guys. So once you have this library, you just need to copy paste. Nobody will ask you that at the time of interview the exact syntax. Okay, I remember all these syntax because of I have used a lot of times during the training and in my project also. But for you guys, no need to remember. So simple, return document dot document element inner text, okay, and semicolon, and there is no second argument, and then again we have to convert into toString, and then it will return what? It will return a string like this. Let's say string page text is equal to this. Okay, and then I'll return this, return page text. Okay, so it's this particular method is returning the text of that page, and we are using inner text property. Okay, so all these are, see guys, all these are DOM commands also, document object model commands also, by using JavaScript executor, and these DOM commands are very powerful. Okay, you can perform a lot of things with these DOM commands or JavaScript commands. Okay, so simple. Now the next is get the page text. Simple, we will call this method, and okay, we have to make it static. Okay, and simple, and then we will print it. It will return one string, so we will print system.out println, Okay, so let's run it. So it's launching the browser, right? And it will perform all these things, and then at the last it will print the complete text of the page. So it's refreshing, and see, it's printing the full text of that page, right? Starting from here, features, signer, pricing, customers, you will see that everything is available here. Features, signer, pricing, customers. It's printing all these paragraphs also. All these paragraphs are printing over here. So the complete text, whatever the text is available on the page, it's printing the complete inner text of that particular page, right? By using JavaScript executor. Okay. And one more last thing we will cover, that scrolling guys, is very important, because for scrolling the page scroll like this. Let's see, we have this page, and I have to scroll down and scroll up. How will you do that? Okay, so how to do that? Okay, so it's very important guys. So how to do that, the scrolling? Let's say I want to scroll at the bottom of the page. Okay, so how to do that? Quickly I'll write one method. This is the method, public static void. Let's see, my method name is scroll page down. Okay, and this method is accepting one WebDriver instance, and again same thing, JavaScript executor and JS dot execute script. Okay, what will my script? My script will be like this now: window dot scroll to. Okay, and scroll to, from where you want to start? I want to start from 0, 0, comma. Now see guys, document dot body dot scroll height. This is the command. Okay, document dot scroll height is the command, and I don't need any this argument. Okay, I'll repeat. No need to learn syntax guys, you can copy paste, don't worry. Nobody will ask you at a time of interview, give me the exact syntax, but you should know the concept. Window dot scroll to method is there. Okay, window dot scroll to, T capital, and 0 comma document dot body dot scroll height. So it is starting 0 up to the scroll height is there. So what is the height of that particular scroller, vertical scroller? It will do that scrolling, okay, from 0 to like this. It will start from, this is 0th position, this is the 0th position, 0 to scroll height like this. Okay, so let's simple run it. Scroll page down. Scroll page down. This is the method, and just pass. Let's run it quickly. It's launching Chrome. First it will do all those stuff, highlighting and border, and then refresh the page and get the title, get the inner text, and see, immediately it came down. Scroll down to the bottom, right? Scroll down to the bottom, right? So this is very generic method you can write for scrolling. Let's say you want to check footer links. In that case, you want to check all these footer links, private policy and forgot password. In that case, you can check. Okay, so immediately you can full scroll down at the bottom of the page, and then you can check. Okay, if you see, let's see, if you want to click on forgot password, but forgot password is not visible currently, so sometime it will give you that element not available. Okay, element not present exception, or element not visible exception, something like that. So in that case, you have to scroll, okay, to make it visible, and then perform dot click or dot send keys, right? And one last thing, only one more thing, public void, my method name is scroll into view. I'll tell you what is the purpose of this. Scroll into view means I'll pass, let's see, one example. I want to click on this forgot password link. Okay, so let's see, my first time I'll be available on this page. Okay, I'm available on this page, and the scrolling is like this, a scrolling position on top of the page. And what if I want to keep scrolling my scroller until that password link is visible or not. So once the forgot password link is visible, then I have to stop. Just like Facebook application, that all the stories in the news feed are coming on the page, right? And you have to keep scrolling down. Let's see, you want to check that okay, is any specific post on on Facebook. Then you have to, what exactly you have to do? You have to keep scrolling down until that post title is visible or post is visible. Same thing, until this forgot password is visible, you have to keep scrolling down. Okay, so how to do that? Let's do it. So for forgot password, what I'll do, I'll create, okay, first let's create a method. So my method is simple. What is a web element? Okay, what is your target element? My target element is this, and this is my driver, right? And simple JavaScript executor I'll be using, and JS dot, my method name is execute script. And what we have to write, first I'll write this thing, arguments 0, argument 0 dot scroll into view method is there. Okay, scroll into view, I capital V capital, guys. Scroll into view, and we have to pass one thing, true. Scroll into view, true, and semicolon. And on which element? On this particular element. So scroll into view till that particular element is visible. It means keep scrolling until that particular element is visible. Okay, so first I want to call this method. Before calling this method, first get the element of forgot password. So I'll create the element of forgot password. So how to create the element? Let's see. Forgot password link is my element, is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath, and xpath, and I know that this is a link, right? This forgot password is a link. Inspect it. Okay, so we know that it's a simple link, and the text of link is this. So simple, I'll use the xpath a, and I'll check with contains. Okay, I'm creating the custom xpath, guys. Please check the custom xpath video tutorial. Contains what? Contains text, comma, forgot password, and I've created this particular xpath, and I've created this web element. Forgot password web element is prepared now, and then I'll call that method, that scroll. Sorry, I have to make it a static again so that I can call it directly. Scroll into view, which element? Forgot password element. That's it. Okay, so we will pass this element, so we will call this scroll into view, element will be given to this, and WebDriver this, and then scroll into view true, we have make it true, and then keep scrolling into true means keep scrolling until that particular element is visible. That's it. Now we will do one thing, that scroll page down, I'll comment it so that we can check it clearly. Otherwise scroll page down, it will not, okay, already it will scroll down. So let's run it, because scroll page down already it has the scroll down completely to the bottom of the page. So let's comment and let's run this code. You will see it will do all those things. Refresh the page, get the title, and see is scrolling down till the page is, till the forgot password link is visible. Okay, it keeps scrolling down until the page forgot password. Once the forgot password is visible, it will stop scrolling. Okay, the scrolling is stopped till here. Simple. Okay, so this is again scroll into view, and then once the scroll into view is there, then you can perform dot click. So you have to make it visible on the page. Okay, the scroll into view you can use, especially with single page application, and especially with Ajax component like Facebook application. You have to keep scrolling down once the page or the post is visible. Let's say 2 days of post is visible, then you have to keep scrolling down. So once the post is visible, then you have to stop. So you will create the web element of that particular post, and then you will call this method like this. Okay, it's a very important interview question, guys, especially with Facebook scenario. On the news feed page, 2 days post you have to check. Okay, before 2 days there is a post, and you have to validate that post is correct or not, or post is visible or not, something like that. Okay, so scroll into view, you have to pass that particular element of that particular post, and then keep scrolling through until that particular element is visible. So this is again, and this is scroll page down means the complete full scrolling down, complete to the bottom of the page, like that. Okay, so I have created this entire utility. See all this particular utility. Okay, so I'll share this utility with you guys, and you can, like, this is a JavaScript utility you can use in your project. You can add this particular Java class. Okay, see, I have created this utility, and you can add this Java class in your code and in your package, and you can use all these methods. You can call all these methods for all the JavaScript functions and JavaScript features. Either it is clicking, either it is get the page title, inner text, scrolling view, and then especially if you want to generate any border, if you want to highlight a particular element, all these are interview questions and amazing utility. Okay, that we can use the power of JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript executors, right? So guys, that's all for this session, and please, okay, check all the videos, and please check this particular watch this video also. Okay, how to highlight that particular element, and please subscribe and like the videos. Okay, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will see number of videos are coming in future, so you will be notified accordingly. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next session.